So another week on the hardcore Iron Man. I've just been having a lot of fun with this account, and I actually grinded it pretty hard the last week, so lots of progress this video. I think I almost hit a 58 EHP week, which is pretty good for me. Back a couple years ago, I used to hit that more often on my main account when I was really into skilling and was having fun maxing, but I haven't really hit that kind of hours in a long time, so I've been having fun with this account. So I started off with Dorg chests over in Dorgishkan. The rich chests, they require 78 thieving, I think, and I talked about them last video. They are kind of AFK. You only have to click like once every 5 seconds or so it's not too bad. And I was getting around like 130k, 140k XP per hour, so that's pretty decent XP as well for it being sort of AFK. And then for Iron Man, actually, it's pretty good loot because you get a bunch of gems. You get red topaz, opal, and jade, which you can't get from too many things as far as I can think of. You can get them from gem mining, of course, but outside of that, you can't get them too many other places. Gem mining is quite a bit faster if you're higher mining and you have the hard Karamdra diary done and you have a glory, but I can't do the diary and I don't have a glory, so I have to compete with bots and a bunch of people at the crappy mining site and I don't have a glory, so then I can't mine them as quick. So mining gems isn't that great on this account, which is why I wanted to do these Dorg chests. So I started them at level 87, I think, and then I did them all the way up until about 93 and a half. Doing birdhouses and farm runs still just not super consistently because I don't have a lot of seeds and stuff left. I also finally got around to using my soda ash and buckets of sand. I've had a bunch just sitting in the bank that I've been slowly collecting up that I haven't been using. So by the time I finished using it all, I think I was 70 crafting and I had like a little over 7k sand and soda ash to use. And I made those into orbs, unpowered orbs. I'm going to turn those into battle staffs eventually. And last week I was talking about the best way to get soda ash and sand and that sort of thing. And I got some replies and stuff, so that was pretty helpful. So thank you all for anyone who gave me some advice. And I tested out the underwater agility on my main account and made a spreadsheet and a bunch of stuff to compare the two. Spent a bunch of time, but in the end, I'm not even going to do soda ash and sand. And so here's a spreadsheet that I made. I don't really know what I'm doing with spreadsheets, like as far as making it look professional and stuff. These colors probably have a certain meaning if you're doing it correctly, but I just put them in just to make it a little bit easier to kind of spot the different sections. But yeah, I'm not going to go through most of this. If you guys want to look at the numbers and stuff, see if I'm doing it accurately, go ahead and do so. Tell me if I'm doing it wrong, or if I have any wrong numbers. I didn't test a lot to come up with these numbers, just a little bit of testing. But really quickly, 5 sups per world. If you're doing charter ships, I assume that you're doing that you're only getting 5 sand and 5 soda ash per world on average. For underwater agility, I assume that you're getting 150 tears per hour because I assume not using stamina potions because that's where my account is at right now. I don't have any stamina potions. The XP for the thieving and the agility, I just kind of guessed there by looking at some of the XP you get at other levels. I haven't gotten to the underwater agility on my account, so I don't know exactly what XP I would get at the levels I have. I just kind of guessed for that. And in the end, I found out that if you do underwater agility, even if you don't count the XP, you're just looking purely at the soda ash and the sand, getting sand at Yanil, it is worth it, assuming you're only getting 5 subs per world doing charter ships. If you include the XP you get while doing underwater agility, then it's definitely worth it. And then down lower, I just did some calculations with making the orbs into staffs and alching them and all that sort of stuff. So I was planning on doing the underwater agility, but this week I heard about a method where you basically sell chaos and get Tentacle, and then use that Tentacle to buy gems in the Tazar gem shop, and that's insane crafting XP per hour. I think it was 85k XP per hour. The downside is you lose money. Doing battle staffs, you make a lot of money. According to all those numbers that I input in that spreadsheet, you're making what, like 250k an hour doing the battle staff method. So if I'm running low on money, then maybe I will do the underwater agility and do some more battle staffs and stuff. Anyway, moving on to the next thing, the loot that I got from Dorg chests, I ended up getting about, I think it's everything basically has the same drop rate there, so you have about the same amount of every drop, and as you can see in this picture, I got about 400 of everything. I can't remember how much Slayer XP you usually get for each Slaughter bracelet and each Expeditious bracelet, and it's probably going to be a lot different on this account because I'm going to be using Vinaka for a while and then Cheldar for almost all of my Slayer. I'm only going to be able to use Neve once I'm just about maxed. And all the other gems, Sapphire's planning on making the clay bracelets and some recoils. Ruby is going to be Dixite pendants, and Emerald, lots of dueling rings. Diamonds are probably just going to be alks. I don't think there's really anything too useful there for me. But I'm thinking that I probably will have enough slaughters and expeditious to get me pretty high slayer. I imagine 85 plus. And so after smelting all of that jewelry, I moved on back over to thieving. I figured I had quite a bit of gems, so I went back to blackjacking to get a bit faster XP. And I did blackjacking from 93.5 up to 95. And the big thing with level 95 is that is where you get the ability to thieve RD Knights without fail, assuming that you have the medium RD diary done. I also timed myself for 1 hour at level 94. I ended up getting a little over 255k XP per hour. That was with quite a few little mess ups, so I imagine if you did a perfect hour at level 94, like 265k XP per hour maybe. I did have to go and buy more wines once during that time, and I had a kitten out which interrupted me a few times. I had to make a trip to the blast furnace to get silver bars for the jewelry with the red topaz and opal and jade. After that, I went to do the RD medium diary. First off, I did the underground pass quest, and I also unlocked the fairy rings, so I had to start Fairy Tale Part 2, and I did the first part of that quest, which is how you unlock the fairy rings. I did Tower of Life, which should come in handy in the future because it gives you the ability to get some of the herb secondaries pretty easily. Then I did the Watchtower quest, which unlocks the Watchtower teleport. Then I did Enlightened Journey, which unlocks the balloon transport system. And I did Hand in the Sand, which unlocks the Wizard's Guild. You also get free sand every day when you talk to the guy from the quest. And all of those were recs to the medium diary, the RD medium diary. So I went and did that, finished that off. I got an XP lamp, used that on Herblore, and now I have the ability to pickpocket Knights of RD without fail. Also, when you finish that, you can collect 100 pure essence for free every day from the wizard in RD. So I'm going to start doing that every day, start massing up my pure essence. I'm really hoping I get a lot of pure essence from Slayer because I really want to runecraft on this account and just like get a bunch of runes. If you have the pure essence, it's so easy to runecraft like 100,000 nature runes or 100,000 cosmic runes. And that would last me for a very long time. Sweet! Just got myself a pet on this account. Awesome! Just over here doing RD Knights right now, and feels like you're being followed. Awesome, dude. I would like to get this pet on my main account because that's where I actually care about pets. On this account, it's cool, but it's not really that big of a deal because I'm not hunting for it, so it's not. But it's awesome still, so I think that's fairly lucky to get it that early on. So after that, I just continued thieving RD Knights over in RD in the bank. You can get someone to splash on the knight, so it just sits in the same spot and it doesn't have to move. So it's pretty AFK. You just sit there and click on it. They did make it. They did an update to it recently. People used to auto click it a lot, but now you get money pouches in your inventory, so you can't auto click it. So very good job by Jagex there. It's pretty game breaking when people can just sit and auto click and get free thieving XP. Now you'd have to use like an actual botting client or bot to do it, which is a lot easier to catch than just a auto clicker. Here we go. Yes, there we go. First 99 of the account. 99 thieving down, and I'm gonna go move on to Master Farmers, get me a load of seeds. Let's go buy that cape though. There's my cash pile from doing that. That is all my cash. I don't have any in the bank, I think. Yeah. So, got the pet at I think like 95 or 96. I'm probably not going to insure it because I don't plan on dying on this account anytime soon. So, I might insure it when I have more money, but right now, I don't have a lot and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. But let's go buy the cape first of all. So here is the cape. Buy it down here in the Rogue's Den, 99k. And let's do the emote real quick. There that is. This cape actually provides a 10% boost while pickpocketing. The same as the RD Med Diary, although the RD Med Diary only works when you're in RD. So with this cape, I get the boost anywhere in the game as long as I'm wearing the cape. Which means 100% success on Master Farmers. Let's go.